से टाइम पास, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो धारी राय सो माई राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Before we reach this ashram, Ramana Kendra, we have a lot of thoughts in our mind. I have to reach there. I hope there is no traffic jam. I hope I will reach there on time. I hope there will be a place for me to sit. My particular seat I should get. I hope nobody sits in my seat. So many things. After we reach here, all the thoughts of reaching a destination are over. Yesterday, one Amma asked me this question. Swamiji, I want to ask you a question. I said, I don't answer. No, but I am also on the, like you, on the same path. I said, I am not on the road. But I want to reach. Look here, all these things happen only because the mistake is I have to gain something through action. Remember, karma or action, they are required under the following conditions. When something is far away, we have to reach there, therefore we have to travel. Action. Suppose something is incomplete, then we have to make it complete by adding something. So get something, add something, like you are taking tea or coffee and it doesn't have enough sugar. So we have to go get a, something and add sugar in that because it is incomplete. If something is dirty, again we have to do action. Wash so that the dirt is removed. So, which is the area where actions are predominant? Distant, incomplete and impure. Are we seeking something which is other than us? Are we seeking something which is incomplete in nature? Are we want something to pure something? No. You are the destination. You don't have to reach anywhere. And therefore, real spiritual practice is a process of undoing and unbecoming. See, my friends, but somehow or the other, I want to do yoga, I want to do karma, I want to do this thing, I want to do that thing. See, as much doing harm to others is bad, equally it is same as much we want to help somebody. See, friends, we have to get out of this notion that by doing something we are walking on a spiritual path. Upanishad says, "Na karmana na prajaya dhanena tyage naike amrutatvamanashu parena nakam nihitam guhayam vibrajate yadyatayo vishanti." We are the destination, the actual reality. And who is struggling? The virtual reality. So it is the husband who is disturbed. So virtual reality, husband wants to do sadhana. What he wants to do, I should be as happy as I was before marriage. Before marriage, what were you? A man. After marriage, did you cease to be a man? You are that only. Now what is happening? We have given a status of reality to the virtual reality. So what is virtual reality? It is useful, it is necessary, but it is not real. See? Husband is useful. When you go for shopping, who will lift the bags? Useful. See, friends, once you take this stand in life, you will cease to be serious on the spiritual path. Therefore, pranabandhanat leena manasam ekachintanat nashametyadaha. So when we start working on ourselves, and what is that working? Not to get something, but to quieten. So when we are agitated, agitation means what? Our breathing becomes very fast. So first of all, cool down the breathing slowly. Yesterday we told you how to do that. After that is done, that is not all. See? After that, the mind becomes relatively quiet. Now that quiet mind is engaged in ekachintanat. Now engage that mind in chintanam is different and chinta is different. Chinta is worry which entangles us in our own thinking process. Chintan is also the thinking, but it liberates us from the web of our confusion. See? And for that, calm and quiet mind is necessary. An agitated, disturbed mind cannot even express properly because too much of excitement. Remain cool, exactly cool. There is a couple, they were in Sydney. I was with them for some time. The husband has a, by God's mistake, very loud voice. He talks to somebody as if he is talking to somebody not by phone but by voice who is somewhere in America. Can you imagine? Very loud. And once he and his wife, they were discussing something. And it was as if they are fighting with each other. And the child, about 5 years, 6 years, he got confused. So he went in between. Guys, cool, cool down. See? Remain cool. Don't get excited. See? Inspiration is different from excitement. Inspired person is cool. Excited person is confused. We have to remain cool. So, ekachintanat, when we have become relatively quiet, now instead of again thinking back, why this happened, he did like that, I did like that, clack, 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 clack. No end to it. See? When this husband and wife, they come and fight in front of me, I enjoy. Free drama. Tu, tu, my, tu, tu. He said like that, I said like that. He should not have said, I should not, caw. And then Swami, now you tell. So I said, you are committing a sin. Why? You got married and you are torturing me. But what should we do? But you only came to our marriage and you blessed us. I said, it was a blessing or a blistering? Then I asked, I said, look here, the what blessing I gave you, I don't remember. He said, you told us in marriage, 1 plus 1 is not 2, 1 plus 1 is not 11. The marriage equation is 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. Now that lady, she says, Swamiji, that is creating problem. What is the problem? Which one? Now tell me, if you are clear in our understanding, which one? Who is miserable? Is the man miserable or the husband miserable? Which one? Think. Therefore, ekachintanat, go back to your own being. So what will be ekachintan? Now find out what is one. Objects are many, take one object. Sound. Sounds are many, take one object. Ears. Ears, good or bad hearing, that is many, then come to the mind. Mind has got many likes and dislikes, confusions, etc. They are many, come to the eye. Eye is also temporary, he comes and goes, but the Chetana is one. This journey in spiritual life is not spatio-temporal journey. You are not crossing the distances. You do not require any time. You do not require any speed limit. My friends. But how much struggle? I want to do meditation. Swamiji, please teach me meditation. Okay. Take a pot, add oil in that, add suji, put it on the gas, cover it, add water also. Where? On the cover or inside the pot? On my head. See, friends, this is not spiritual life. Please understand. Remain cool. Silence is one. Sounds are many. Colors and forms are many. Vision is one. Wakers are many. In every waking experience, there is a separate waker. In every dream, there is a separate dreamer. But behind these many dreamers and many wakers, there is but one reality, Eka Chintanat. Be attentive. Mind cannot survive in absolute one. Mind requires always a dvandva, good, bad, loss, gain, victory, defeat. That will happen. If we do not react to them, then the mind dissolves in consciousness. Whole Bhagavad Gita is only 2 words. Problem is mamata. Don't go to West Bengal. Problem is mamata. And solution is samata. सुख दुखे समे कृत्वा लाभालाभौ जया जयौ समे कृत्वा. Whenever we do anything in our life, what are the possibilities? Either we win or we are defeated. Only two possibilities. If we maintain our equanimity, then what will happen? If I win, I gain. If I gain, I am happy. If I lose, if I am defeated, I lose. If I lose, I am miserable. So these three pairs, victory, defeat, leading to gain, loss, leading to joy, sorrows. Bhagavan says, Same Krutva, maintain your equanimity in this. When we are leading our day-to-day life, yes, sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. Never mind. Keep cool. Sometimes we gain, sometimes we lose. Never mind. Next time. Sometimes there is joy, sometimes there is misery. It's okay, it happens to everybody. Then Same Krutva. Sukha dukkhe Same Krutva. Naivam papam avapsasi. What Bhagavan says, in this manner, when you are maintaining your equanimity, no evam papam avapsasi, you shall not gather sins. What is the sin? Sin is a twin of the merit. Everything is twins. Sin, merit, joy, misery, good, bad. So sin is not singular. Sin is also associated with the merit. During the freedom fight, when railway bridges were blown, it was considered as an act of patriotism. Now the same thing happens now, it is considered as an act of terrorism. Action is the same. See, friends. Therefore, when we are functioning in this world, the real spiritual practice is keep cool. Don't react. How to keep cool? Tantitikshasva Bharata. We have to have patience. Matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkhada agama apayina anityan tantitikshasva Bharata. Hey Arjun, Bharata, Bha means knowledge. Prabha, Shobha, Abha, Bhanu, Bhaskar, Bhabha. Bha is light, knowledge. Bharata, the one who is wanting to proceed on the path of knowledge and inquiry, his sadhana is what? Matra sparshastu kaunteya, he Kuntiputra Arjun. When experiences are gathered through our sense faculties with the worldly objects, matra sparsha, they lead to two things, sukha dukkhada. Some experiences give us joy, some experiences give us misery. But you know the beauty? Both the experiences, good or bad, they have got the same biography. What is that? They begin in time, they remain for some time, they end after some time. Therefore, they are temporary. Why should the temporary experiences make us permanently miserable? What should be done? Tantitikshasva Bharata. If you are walking spiritual path, learn to endure what cannot be cured. But this is a pessimistic approach. What is the spiritual approach? What cannot be endured, what cannot be cured, should not be endured, should be enjoyed. Conversion of Endurance into enjoyment is spiritual practice. How do we do that? Take every experience as a spiritual examination. Every experience. Suppose we are going, there is a traffic jam and you are getting late. Now that is spiritual examination. Are you losing your cool? Are you shouting at somebody? You are becoming miserable. You go on honking, caw, 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 caw. Then you are not working on a spiritual path. Titikshasva. Everybody is having a problem. When the problem is for everybody, it is not a problem. Like our government. Is it a problem for anybody? No. Because what is the government in democracy? Democracy is law of majority. And majority is always of fools. So in democracy, fools rule the wise. So the only way the wise should live, should not react, go through. Cheerfully, happily. Do we become miserable when we see the cartoons? We don't, because it's fun. In the same manner, democracy is a fun. Don't become too serious about it. Tanti tikshasva bharata. In this manner, ekachintanat. Slowly, when the mind is not given any option. Now, next step. Ekachintanat means do not give yourself any option. Whatever is, accept it as it is. No reaction. That is necessary. Ekachintanat. And when the mind is thus trained, we will be given no choice in life. Whatever comes, accept. Accept miserably, accept cheerfully. Life changes completely. Then mind will stop reacting. Mind will start receding. And then ekachintanat, by this one contemplation, nasham eti adaha. So this mind attains dissolving in pure consciousness. Water and ice are both water. Water with form and shape is ice. Ice without shape and form is water. Mind with duality, rather knowledge with duality is mind. Mind without duality is consciousness or the knowledge. Give zero choice. And thus the mind, nasham eti, the mind dissolves. Be attentive. When the ice cube dissolves in the water, and again after some time you put the same water for freezing, is it that the same ice cube has come out? No. How simple these things are. The more we recognize this, I sleep as a frustrated person. Take drinks and all that, sleep. I sleep perfectly well, good sleep, get up in the morning. Is it that the frustrated person only comes out? No. Yesterday's waker and today's waker, they are not same. Like for every dream, there is a separate dreamer. Equally true, for every waking experience, there is a separate waker. But what we do, we take like if you take this beautiful mala, this we will be describing as a mala, as a garland. But is it a reality? If we break the thread, remove all the flowers and also the thread and weigh, it is the same. Nothing has happened. And again you make a garland out of it. Will it be the same garland? Because garland appears, doesn't exist. In the same manner, in place of the fools, take the wakers. So all the fools, rather wakers. And through that, a thread of consciousness. And then a personality is born. I was born there, then I started growing vertically, then horizontally, and then I did things, now I am here. See? If there are too many flowers, a big garland, you see, Bhagwan's there, today is not there. Big garland. Why too many flowers? Less flowers, small garden. In Mumbai, the vendors give the garlands in different houses. For Ganapati, they give the garland with 3 flowers, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. And if there is only one flower, can we make a garland out of it? What is spiritual life? Be only one food, flower. Live only today. Don't bring your past. Then the mind dissolves. Nashtamanasa. But he is still there. And therefore, Nashtamanasaha Utkrishta Yoginaha. For such a yogi, for such a seeker of truth, he whose mind is destroyed. Destroyed means dissolved in its own source. When we melt the ornaments and they go back to the gold, are they destroyed? Nothing is destroyed. Names and forms, anyway, they are illusions. Substratum cannot be destroyed. See, friends. So, Nashtamanasaha, he whose this mind is dissolved, he is Utkrishta Yoginaha. He has attained the ultimate in his life. Meaning what? He has reached Ramana Kendram in Hyderabad. Krutyam asti kim? Will he have to bother about, oh, I should take a taxi, I should take a car or what, there is too much of traffic? Everything is over. You already reach here. See, my friends, this is Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi. Therefore, Krutyam asti kim? There is nothing to do, nowhere to go. But all our spiritual life is constant struggle. I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do japa. When I do japa, somebody comes and disturbs me, I get swear. Stop. Relax. Who is listening your japa? Bhagwan is not listening. Why? He doesn't have ears. Apahadipado. How can he listen? And nobody wants to listen your terrible voice. Keep cool, keep cool. You will see these karma kandis, upasakas, puja people, they are very agitated. They are not cool. See? They will be sitting for the puja and all that. And then, where is the matchbox? Everything will be there. Matchbox will not be there. And that matchbox puts him on fire. Remain cool, man. Remain cool. This is the highest spiritual practice. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. In Yoga Vasishta, somewhere, the Jivan Mukta Purush is described as he is the ultimate in laziness. The ultimate lazy person is realized. Thank God. At least somewhere I got recognition. I had to do this, I had to do that. Chodo yaar, relax. I want to go to hell or heaven. There is nothing like hell and heaven. There is nothing like realization. Nashtamanasa Utkrishta Yogina. Our mind dissolves in deep sleep Therefore, in deep sleep, there is nobody. When there is nobody, there is no problem. When there is nobody, all happiness. Therefore, the saying is so true. Nobody is happy. In fact, nobody alone is happy. Somebody is always miserable. So, take this as a thumb rule. Whenever you are disturbed, who is disturbed? Immediately you will come to know we are essentially nobody. Accidentally somebody. Essentially man. Accidentally husband. Essentially a girl. Accidentally a daughter-in-law. In one of my lives, I was a girl. And I was married to one dumb fellow. Many ladies have got this complaint against me. I make fun of ladies, so I am making no fun of the gents. Be happy. There is no biasness, friends. It is in your head. See? You know the Hindi movies? The movies referring to the ladies is Teen Deviya. You know that? And the movie referring to the gents, Three Idiots. Now what more favor you want? And definitely, gents are idiots. Otherwise, why will they get married? And that to that kind of lady? Friends. So, in one of my lives, I was a girl, got married. And as usual, by default, my in-laws were Rakshasas, torturing me. I was suffering. Then I went for satsang. And there I discovered who I am in reality. So I came to know that I am a girl. What about the wife? How I became wife? By accident. I got involved with that dumb fellow and got married. And then American marketing strategy. Buy one mattress, take 2 pillows free. Get married to one dumb and in-laws free. Whatever is given free, it is unwanted inventory in your stock. Then I started contemplation. What should be done? Should I go and kill them? No, that will put me in trouble. And why to spoil my hand by killing the dirty fellows? Then what should I do? I was in meditation. And I got the inner voice. Dear, I have come to you because of your husband. So if you separate from your husband, what you have to do to get rid of the in-laws? Eureka, I was so happy. And then I divorced. And when I divorced, what I have to do to get rid of the in-laws? Nothing. In the same manner, recognize this. When we are identified with the body, then this world becomes real. In deep sleep, what we do to get rid of all the problems of life? Nothing. So getting identified with the body and living as the body, for the body, on everybody is like getting married to a dumb fellow. And then you get the things, in-laws, in free. This world becomes free to us and we don't suffer because of body identification. We suffer because of the world. So what is the spiritual practice? Disidentify from the body. Means what? Don't take any relational personality as real. relational personalities as virtual realities. They are all required. We have to live as a son, we have to live as a daughter, we have to live as a husband, we have to live as a wife, we have to live as a in-law. We have to do that. But don't take them too seriously. But what happens? On the spiritual path, as much people are miserable, that much average people are not miserable. Khali pili, unnecessarily. See? Therefore, nashta manasaha utkrishta yoginaha krutyamasti kim. Now what he has to do? Nothing. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, because you are nobody. Nothing to gain. What do we gain? See? Nothing can be added to us. When we are in deep sleep, what do we lose? Nothing. We continue. This experience to which addition and subtraction is zero, that is Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi. Don't look upon him as a historical figure only. He is the eternal presence. We suppress him. My friends. Because we are so habituated to know through the known means of knowledge, sense organs, mind or intellect. That is all we know. Drop them. Then krutyamasti kim. All activities leading to good or bad, they disappear. Krutyamasti kim. Because swasthitim yataha. Yataha because swasthitim. One has reached the destination. Therefore, yesterday I told that Amma who asked me, Swamiji, but I am also on this path. I said, you are not a path, you are a destination. No, Swamiji, then you go to hell. What can I do? When we tell you what you are, that you don't accept. You are not on the path. You are the destination. Walking the spiritual path. As if you are going to become divine or what? Whether you want or you don't want, whether you know or you don't know, you are divine. Jabardasti, Hanji. See, my friends, live in that dignity of being divine. Not the one, Papoham, Papa Karma. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. If somebody all the time comes and begs in front of you, first, second time you will listen, third time, I tell you my own experiences. When somebody comes and all the time complains, first time you listen. That is the first mistake. Because you heard, they will again come. Swamiji, last time I came, I told you about my mother-in-law, but one important point I forgot to tell you. Is it a Ramayana or what? So next time again when she will come and talk, what will I do? Okay, Mama, you tell, I am listening and I will do my job. Meaning I am not listening. Again, third time she comes, what will I do? Mama, you please sit and keep telling, I am going to toilet. Yad gatva na nivartante tad dhamam paramam. See, friends, as we do not like somebody constantly complaining, you can imagine the tragedy of all the gods. Not one. Everybody goes with a big file. Bhagwan, do this, do this, do this, do this. Is a jhaduwala or what? You are divine. Don't be a beggar in this world. As well as don't be an arrogant equally. Like the space is not holy in the temple, it is not unholy in the toilet. That easy way of being is real commitment to the spiritual path. Nashtamanasa utkrishto yoginaha krutyamasti kim. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go. Swasthitim yataha. Because he has already merged in his own being. Continuing further, Drishyavaritam chittamatmanaha chitvadarshanam tatvadarshanam. Drishyavaritam chittam. That mind from which objectivity is deleted. Bhagavan Shankaracharya writes in one of his books, Sadachara. Yesterday it was given to you. Study that book. That is one of the best books. On that book I sat and wrote for 15 days. Extremely good text. There it is said, Chittam chiccha vijaniyat takara rahitam yada takaro vishayadhyasaha japaragav yatha manau. This is the mantra there. Chitta, how do you write? Chi rasva, ta 1.5 times. Half ta and full ta. Chitta. If the full ta is removed, what remains? Chit. Chittam chit cha vijaniyat. When takara rahitam yada, when you remove the takara, the ta of the chitta spelling, then what will happen? Takaro vishayadhyasaha. Takara is an illusion of objectivity. Vishayadhyas. What is the illusion of objectivity? Japaragav yatha manau. Now if you take this bottle, it is having water, which is transparent. So, bottle is transparent, water is transparent. If this bottle is kept against the red cloth, you will see from there that the bottle is red and the water is red. But is it like that? So, it appears, but it is not. In the same manner, objectivity appears but doesn't exist. Where this world goes in deep sleep, where the dream goes when the dream is over, Vishayadhyasa, objectivity is an illusion. What is an illusion? An illusion is an experience which appears under n number of conditions. For example, mirage waters. If somebody says, I was coming in the evening, maybe 6:30 or so, the lights were already on the street, but I saw on the way huge mirage waters. See? What happened? It's okay. So, if somebody says like this, that the mirage waters were seen in the late evening, will we accept it? Because mirage waters can appear only under n number of conditions. Sun rays must fall perpendicular on the surface of heated earth. Then, because of the heated earth, the sun rays, when they pass through the heated air, there is a phenomena called as refraction. So, sun rays are refracted. Refracted sun rays appear like the water. And therefore, you can see there also some reflection. But it is not. Exactly the same principle. This world appears under n number of conditions. First condition, we are identified with the body. Second condition, we give importance to something. Then only this world appears. when we are not identified with the body, as in deep sleep, in coma, where is the world? Any time, if you are committed to learn, you can learn. One of my friend, he invited me for a dinner somewhere in Bombay, a Gujarati friend. And after the food, do you think they will give food free? So, Swamiji, our Ba, that means grandmother, is not well, please bless her. So, namak haram kaise hu? So, I had to go. So, I went there and then she was in coma. What can I talk to her? But there was a nurse. So, I talked to her. I said, hey Amma, how are you? Since how many days you are here? Swamiji, I am here for last 15-20 days. Okay, pray to the Lord till you get the next customer. Till then, continue. Pray to the Lord. I will also pray. And then, after some time, these people came to see how I blessed that old comatose lady. Like Zomato, comatose lady. Then, the moment they came, my drama started. I took the hand of that lady in my hand and put my hand on that and kissed my hand. Who will kiss that dead hand? And then started my drama. Who can challenge what I am doing? After that is over. Namaskar, thank God I am going. That is the namaskar. After third day, that person came for the satsang and said, Swamiji, do you remember you came to my house? I said, I don't remember anything. This is a gift given to me by God. I don't remember anybody's name. Don't take my examination. No, that day you came to our house, you had dinner 3 days before. I said, it is all gone out. 3 days before. No, our grandmother was in coma, you blessed her. Then I said, now God, what happened? My blessing have made her alive. He has come to kill me. If she dies because of my blessing, people die because of my blessing. Then he said, we could not see her torture, misery, suffering. God has heard your prayers and God has given her liberation. I said, hey, come to the point. A person who is in coma, he never suffers. The person who has to pay the bill, he suffers. This is the fact of life. So this world is appearing only under n number of conditions. Number one, we are identified with the body. Number two, possessions and relations are taken real. They are not real. See, friends, one girl came one day, very frustrated, and she said, Swamiji, there was some function in our house. My mother told you go out, you cannot come during this function. Come after the function is over. Because you know I am divorced, so you cannot stay for the function. Why I cannot stay for the function? I argued with my mother. She said, I don't know. You go and ask Swamiji. So she came to ask me, Swamiji, I want to ask you. I said, tell your mother, I don't want to get married to you. No, not for that. See? What kind of people talk? Therefore, I enjoy my life. I don't suffer. Now tell me, after divorce, a girl becomes a widow or not? Now tell me. Immediately, I became Gambhirananda. I said, look here, I have studied all the 4 Vedas. Satya hai. Nowhere it is mentioned what happens to the girl or the boy after divorce, whether they become widow or not. Because who is a widow? Whose husband died. But that Rakshasa is still there, married to other girl. See? So what happens to that girl? Or what happens to that wife? Nothing happens. And who is miserable? The wife, the husband, the brother, father, they are miserable. And they are miserable because they take it seriously. Don't take your relation seriously. Make fool of each other. If you are a lady, make fool of the husband. Give him little more of importance. Because after the children come, the husband becomes, when you calculate, na, the 7%, the one remaining, the remaining one is there. Then they feel jealous. So give importance to them. Make fool of them. Similarly, wife, always praise her. There will be peace at home. That is important. There is nothing like satya asatya. Therefore, drishyavaritam chittam, when we reject objectivity as a reality, then chitva darshanam, you are one with your own being. Why you are disturbed? I thought it is music being played in between. So, drishyavaritam chittam, when objectivity is removed from the knowledge, it is consciousness. Can there be simpler spiritual practice? How the objectivity is important for us? Because we have given a status of reality to the illusion. Look at the illusions as illusions and celebrate. When we see the illusions, the mirage waters, do we suffer? Do we want to change it? No, the same type mirage water all the time. Let me get married to someone else. It is also mirage waters. Nothing new in that. See, my friends. Therefore, when you look at this world, Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, you will never get entangled in this world. You will be very much in this world, dynamically, fully, like an actor on the stage. The actor on the stage acts so perfectly, audience start taking that to be real. And if the actor is being tortured and beaten and he is suffering and calling Krishna, Krishna, and somebody comes and beats him, very pathetic scene. That time, the whole audience take out their tissue papers and start cleaning their nose. On this, there is a question also. Swamiji, these days, ladies, why they wipe their tears by the nose? Earlier, they used to use eyes. I said, because now they have got expensive eyelashes fixed. If they remove it, 2,000 rupees gone. See, friends. So when this audience is crying, what happens to the actor on the stage? He says, "Arey, dumb people, you are paying and crying really. I am paid and I am crying fake." Don't become too serious in life. If I become serious, see, I am telling so much, but the people don't change, I will be miserable throughout life. On the contrary, I don't want you to change. Your level of misery should be maintained, then only my practice. This is the doctor's prescription. See, doctors never cure the patient, they maintain the patient. In the same manner, Babaji's never cure the devotees, they maintain. Beta, dakshina de do, nahi to hell mein jaoge. Maintain. See, friends, drishyavaritam chittam, zero value given to the objective perception. कोई निंदो, कोई वंदो, कोई कैसे कहो रे. Somebody will glorify you, somebody will condemn you. Who cares? One of the Mahamantra, who cares? We are not dependent on what others say. We know what we are. See? Drishyavaritam chittam atmanaha chitva darshanam. One comes to discover one's divine nature. That is called tattva darshanam. See? After that is over, then we come to the 17th mantra. So this is according to the Yoga Marga, how the Yoga Marga can lead us if we follow it properly. In this whole thing you have seen no problem about the yoga, pranayam, etc. all gone. Now all these three parts, karma, upasana and yoga, they are practiced under the pretext that mind is real. See? Like we have this notion, husband, wife, children, in-laws, outlaws, they are real. Therefore, we want to improve our children. We want to make them good because they are real. See? Now, same way, we have taken the mind to be real. And therefore, do karma, do upasana, do yoga. Now, Bhagavan's approach, a practical, simple approach. That mind which is troubling you, why don't you find out what is the mind? Manasam tu kim margane krute naiva manasam marge arjavat. This mind which is troubling you, find out what is this mind. See? Margane krute, when thus inquired, you will come to know naiva manasam. Mind has no existence. So all the spiritual practice, karma, upasana, yoga, is working on a ghost which doesn't exist. Why didn't you tell us on the first day? Then how my market will remain? See, friends, naiva manasam, there is nothing like mind. Show where is the mind, what is the mind, how is the mind? Naiva manasam and marge arjavat. This is a very simple, straightforward approach on the spiritual path. See? Now we start finding out what is the mind. See how simple and straight this approach is. Vrittaya tu aham vrittim ashrita, vrittayaha manaha viddhi aham manaha. See? Mind is what? Mind is an interaction between two types of thoughts. One is objectivity in the thought, second is subjectivity in the thought. For example, this is a garland, object number one. This is a garland, the garland doesn't know, I know this is a garland. So in every knowledge, there are two components. One is the object of knowledge and the knower of the object. So this is a garland object, I know this is a garland subject, put it down. This is a mic stand. I know this is a mic stand. So one object is garland, second is mic stand, third object is camera, that also I know, fourth object is water bottle, that also I know. So objective things are many, but I, the knower, is one. Now, more the objects, fatter will be the I. See? A child, 3 years, 2 years, no ego. One moment you scold them, and next moment he forgets. Again comes and hugs you. Because there is no strong ego. Elderly person, only once you tell. Papa, how many times we told you, don't come when we are discussing something? I think I should go and commit suicide. In this house, I'm not. Why? Long past. See, friends. So, the more we entertain the objectivity as real, to that extent, this I becomes stronger and also equally real. Now, next step. When we go to sleep, what is the process? We start discarding the objectivity to such an extent that only the last part, the one who rejected all the objectivity, so I am neither rich nor poor, nor young nor old, nor healthy nor unhealthy, nor husband nor wife, nor nothing, everything rejected. Finally, this I who rejected everything, he is also rejected. Thereafter, what remains is sleep without anybody. And in that, there is nobody. Because there is nobody, if somebody is snoring loudly, we cannot tell. Wake him up. Hey, why are you snoring so loudly? What he will say? I am not snoring. He is right. He is not in the sleep. It is the body that is snoring. Think. So, more the objectivity entertained, fat is the I. I have this thing, I have done this thing, I have this thing, I, to an extent that you open an account in the ICICI bank. How many I is there? IC, identity crisis. IC, I am confused. This is what I am. See? I am rich, I am poor, I am educated, uneducated, I am Gujarati, I am a Tamilian, I am Telangani. Where are you getting lost, my friends? To that extent, this I becomes strong. And when the objectivity is reduced in our life, to that extent, the I disappears. Therefore, what is mind? Mind is this aham, aham vrittaya. See? So, now bring a picture in front of you. I, the fattiness of the I is directly proportionate to the objectivity entertained. Lot of money, lot of followers, lot of property, lot of appreciation, lot of Ratna award. Fat. And then if somebody tells, hey, idhar aake baitho, do you know to whom you are talking? Why? Bharat Ratna. ये क्या होता है? No, that person doesn't know Bharat Ratna क्या होता है. घर में रख. Friends, one person, Mr. Rao, I always remember him because I learned from him. In some function, we were together, three of us. So it was a function of Vishwa Hindu Parishad in USA. So first, some other Mahatmaji was told, Jain Muni, he spoke for 15 minutes. Then my number came. So the person who was organizing, he said, now there is nothing to talk about Swamiji, you know him very well, let him talk now. So I spoke for 15-20 minutes. Thereafter, Mr. Rao. Now, he started introducing Mr. Rao. Because he has come for the first time, I will introduce Mr. Rao. Mr. Rao is from UK. Excuse me, Dr. Rao. See? I. If you are a mister, you are not a doctor. If you are a doctor, you are not a mister. Then you are missed. See, friends, this aham vritti is the mind. Therefore, real spiritual practice is not why and because of whom I am miserable. The real spiritual practice is who is miserable, who is successful, does he exist? Upanishad tells, Tatra mata amata bhavati, tatra pita apita bhavati. In deep sleep, we are neither mother nor father, neither husband nor wife. That husband who does not dare look at the eyes of his own wife, when they are sleeping together, he snores so loudly. Where from the courage comes? Because no more husband. I am no more husband. See, friends, this aham, we have to find out. Who is this aham? See? So, vrittayo manaha vidhi aham manaha. So, this aham is the mind. Now, hereafter, we start inquiring that who is this aham, where from it comes, how is it born, and what is the meaning of destruction of the aham. All these are the next theme which Bhagavan has given us. We'll see it tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.